Every room has a first memory, every story has a beginning. But what if the beginning is still here?
She could see the room. But not the way you see a room when you are standing in it. More like the way you see something from behind glass. Ayesha was inside the photo. Not metaphorically, literally. Framed, flattened, held. She could not move her arms. Could not open her mouth. Could not make a sound reach the air outside the glass. Only her eyes worked. She watched the other Ayesha walk into the room. Living. Breathing. Moving through the space that had once been hers. Touching the desk, sitting on the bed, opening the window. Her life. Happening without her. Time passed the way it does when you cannot move, not in minutes, not in hours, but in waves. In the shifting of light across the floor. And in the silences between, Ayesha thought.
This isn't a room, it's a cycle.
She forced herself to look at the wall. Every frame. Every version. All of them watching. All of them trapped exactly the way she was trapped, silent behind glass, eyes moving but bodies frozen. Then she stopped. One photo didn't match the others. The oldest photo. Hanging slightly apart in the far corner where the light barely reached. The frame darker, older, the edges worn smooth by time. There was a girl. Not exactly Ayesha. But close enough to stop the breath. Same eyes. Same structure to the face. But the clothes were different, older, decades old. And the expression was not frightened, not resigned. It was alert. Watchful. Like someone who had built something and was checking to see if it still worked.
She doesn't belong here.
Not in the way the others didn't belong. All the Ayeshas on the wall were wrong in the same way, copies of something that should have been singular. But this girl was something else entirely. This girl was first. She didn't decide to move. Her body simply tried. Just a finger. The smallest possible gesture of resistance. A hairline fracture appeared in the glass. Thin as a strand of hair. Barely visible. But the other Ayesha stopped. Mid-movement, mid-breath, froze. Turned toward the wall. Looked directly at the frame. Directly at her. The expression on her face was not surprise. It was something closer to warning. The other Ayesha crossed the room. Stood directly in front of the frame. Close enough that Ayesha could see her own face from the outside, recognizable and wrong at the same time.
You're not supposed to move.
Ayesha pushed harder. The crack spread, branching outward, a map of pressure, of refusal. The frame shook against the wall. Something rose in her. Not anger, but something fiercer and quieter. A clarity.
This didn't start with me, and it won't end with me either.
The glass began to break. Everything went white. Not warm light, something absolute and total. The white of a system failing. Of something that was supposed to hold simply letting go. Then silence. Then, she fell. Back into the room. Hands on the floor first, then knees. She was breathing, actually breathing, chest heaving, air moving in ragged grateful pulls. She could feel the floor under her palms. Cold. Solid. Real. The frame on the wall was empty. Cracked from edge to edge, glass in pieces around her. The other Ayesha was gone. The room was hers. For now, at least. Whatever that meant anymore. No photos on the wall. No mirror. Just dust on the surfaces and the particular emptiness of a room that has not been entered for a very long time. And on the desk, a diary. She picked it up. Plain cover. No name. The smell of old paper. She opened it. First page. 2 lines, written in neat careful print. Room 307, experiment log. Her hands began to tremble. She read.
Objective: to preserve identity through parallel imprinting. Subject: Ayesha. Primary. Status: cycle initiated.
Her breathing stopped.
Primary.
She flipped forward. Pages of notes, dense, precise, clinical in a way that felt deeply wrong. Observations. Photographs tucked between pages showing the room in different states. Different girls. All of them her. But the notes described them without horror. With the quiet satisfaction of someone watching something go exactly according to plan. More controlled, one note read. More aware, said another. Getting closer, said the last. Closer to what, it did not say. The last page. 1 line. Written in handwriting that matched hers so precisely it could have been hers, same loops, same pressure, same slight lean to the right. But it wasn't hers.
If you are reading this, you are not the original.
She dropped the diary. Stepped back. On the darkened glass of the window, her reflection. And behind it, faint, barely there, another version. Watching. Smiling in a way Ayesha had never smiled. Composed. Patient. Certain. The smile of someone who has been waiting for this exact moment for a very long time. A voice. Her voice. But older.
I didn't create the room. I created you.
She turned toward the doorway. Already knowing. The girl from the old photograph. Standing there, alive, solid, dressed in those old clothes but present in a way the faded image had not prepared her for. Not a ghost. Not a version. Not a copy. The original. Watching with the expression of someone who has done this before. Many times. And found it, each time, exactly as interesting as the last. The first girl stepped forward. Calm. No urgency. The confidence of someone who built the path themselves.
Every version thinks she escaped.
She stopped in the center of the room.
That's how I keep improving them.
Ayesha shook her head.
No, this isn't real.
The first girl tilted her head. That same tilt, achingly, impossibly familiar. The one Ayesha made when she was thinking. That all of them made. Because they had all learned it from someone. From someone.
It is. You're the proof.
She raised one hand. pointed past Ayesha, at the camera on the desk. Blinking its small red light, the way it had been blinking since the very beginning.
Every viewer, every watch. You're helping me choose the next one.